Welcome vendors to the Everett Farmers Market. In this video, we will be discussing payments, vendor packets, and checking out at the end of the day. We accept cash, checks, credit, and debit cards. If you don't have cash and you don't have a checkbook, you can ask just to be invoiced. Vendor booth spaces are paid in advance, so ideally when you come to the market on the first day, you are registered and 2 booth fees have been paid in advance. Vendors always pay at the end of the day for their next Sunday booth fee, so vendors are always paid in advance for one Sunday. Booth fees will always be written on your vendor packet. After a vendor pays the booth fee, we will send a receipt through QuickBooks for what has been paid the previous Sunday. So at the very end of the market season, on your last day, you will not have to make a payment unless it is for sales fees. At the end of the market day, you will come to the information booth with your packet all filled out and completed. So, what does that look like? The vendor packet contains an envelope with 2 reporting forms, a front and a back. This is where you record your sales for the day. So why do we ask for sales? Well, we report sales when we apply for our membership to the Washington State Farmers Market Association. This information gets included in their report to the Department of Ag, Department of Health, and other organizations such as city and state agencies, so they learn how important farmers markets are in their communities. We are considered to be an essential source for food access for all. So we appreciate it when you report sales, even when you are an artist. The first column reads EBT. If you take EBT, the artists and concessions do not, so you will not be reporting EBT. If you can take EBT, that is where you will put the total tokens. It is not the number of tokens, but is the total amount of sales in tokens. So it doesn't matter how many tokens you have, it matters how much they are worth. The next column is credit debit, which are the green tokens. It is not for your credit card sales at your booth. We don't want you to separate those out from your total sales. When you get a green token, this is where you will report how much money the green tokens are worth. These are for gift certificates, and sometimes customers will find green tokens that we used to sell a long time ago. We do honor green tokens. So do not confuse the red and the green tokens. We also accept script. Script is a different amount. It's for EBT. And that is where your script will be recorded also in your total for EBT. The next column is snap match. How many of these did you get when your customer paid for something at your booth? In order to have snap match, you can only be a grower, and there's only specific things that you can accept. So artists and concessionaires and processors should not be turning in snap match. So you will total this. They are $1, so you will give us the total amount of snap match in this column. Let's look at the back of your packet. At the back of the packet, you'll see we put there how much you owe, your first payable in attendance. This is where that goes. So we will fill in those blanks. This is where we also figure the 3.5% fee. and you will see the column there. So you do not have to figure it out. It is written out for you. If you owe anything for the booth for your next date, we will always have that date in advance. You and the person who checks you out will initial this form. That is to show that we agree upon the transaction that has transpired. We try to check you out very quickly. Please bring all your tokens and your snap match with you and have your sales totals ready. Because at the end of the day, if you come to the booth to check out and you don't have everything ready, you will have to go back to figure it out. So be ready when you come to check out. You should have your packet first thing in the morning. Sandi tries to get all the packets handed out when you check in the morning. If you get missed, no fear. Sandi will get it to you before 10:30. And if that doesn't happen, she will try to stop by your booth and put it in the back of your booth if you are talking to someone, not to disturb you. If you don't get your packet, come on down to the booth where Sandi is and she will give it to you. Checkout begins at 2:30. Please do not come before 2:30, even if you're sold out or you're done or you're starting to pack up. EBT sales is going on until 2:15, and we are not ready for you in the booth. We will be ready by 2:30, so checkout starts at 2:30. We try to have 2 lines with checkout, and if we have staff, we will add a 3rd line. The 3rd line will be for artists and concessions who normally don't have EBT or snap match. That will make checkout be longer. Please pay attention and be flexible. And if someone asks you if you have no tokens and you just need to pay your fee, step up to the line. No vendor should give their packet to another vendor for checkout. Even if you don't owe anything or have anything to turn in, all vendors must check out. We will not accept your packet from another vendor. Please bring your packet to the booth. We really appreciate it. We need your signature on that packet. If you get to the booth and you have a problem and you have to go back to your booth to get your checkbook or you forgot the tokens, you must take your packet with you. And when you return, wave to whomever you were working with and let them know you are back, and they will take you next. You do not have to go to the end of the line. And if you don't remember all of this, don't worry about it. We will be there to remind you. At the end of the day, after everyone is checked out, the packets are taken back to the office and everything is separated and counted. We will double check the vendor's totals, the debit and credit, the snap match. We check everything again. And if you get a reimbursement, you will get that via ACH payment that goes directly from our bank to yours. When you registered to be at the Everett Farmers Market, there was a place for that, for your information to sign up for ACH. If you did not sign up for ACH when you registered, text Gary for information at 425-422-5656. If you missed the YouTube video about food access programs at the Everett Farmers Market, this talked about the different currencies that are accepted at the farmers market and what you will need to include on your sales report at the end of the day. Please watch this video about food access. That was the number 2 video that we put out there. If you should have any questions, feel free to write Sandi at Sandi.everettfarmersmarket@gmail.com, and she will get back to you as quickly as she can.